Hello, YouTube. I am Queen Lillie. Welcome to my live. We are talking about Donald Trump, Life Under Trump, Part 79. Yes, Life Under Trump, Part 79. Donald Trump is what we're talking about. We got a lot to cover. We will be discussing Elon Musk. Have y'all seen that video of Elon Musk leaving his son behind, coming down the stairs at an event? Little X, Damien, was behind Elon, coming down the stairs. What did Elon do? He goes down the stairs, and his son still trying to make his way down the stairs, and Elon just walked on. And the audience is yelling to Elon, "Your son, you left your son." This man is so self-absorbent, almost in his narcissism, in my opinion, allegedly, that he forgot about his son. He walked away from his own son and left him on those stairs. Metal stairs. That's what it looked like to me. I could not believe my eyes what I saw. Elon Musk walked away and left his son on the stairs. A little child. What is he? 4? Hey, Queen Tia, how you doing? Hit that like button as y'all coming in. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. Yay. But yes, we got a lot to cover. Elon with his lies. He's lying on the American people that's working for the government. He make up lies like they lied about the condoms being sent to overseas. I mean, just so many lies. I mean, he's lying about some things that are supposed to be happening underground. With some workers. Queen Till sent me some information. Donald Trump. Oh, it's so much to cover, y'all. My brain is freezing on me. It is so much going on that is affecting, and they are doing harm to the American people. DOGE is not to help you. Stop believing the hype. DOGE is not to help you. I wouldn't lie to you. DOGE is not to help you all. Not at all. DOGE is going to hurt the American people, and it's already hurting people because they are laying off people for no reason. Like the Sergeant General Brown that has all the qualifications that I talked to you about yesterday, that this other man that Donald Trump replaced him with, a highly status black man with the qualifications in his years, what was it, 40 years of experience? And Donald Trump, because he don't want black people to have those high positions anymore, he replaced him with somebody that does not have anywhere near the qualifications that this man had. We are in a bad place in this country, and it's going down. It ain't going up. People that voted for him, they are losing their jobs. In all the states, they're having town hall meetings, and those Republicans are pissed off with Donald Trump. Honey, when I watch those videos, I rejoice in it because now y'all get to see and you get treated like black people. Yes. You're getting treated just how they treated black people all these years. White people get to experience the pain that black people have been living many years. And to think he's sending away innocent people to Guantanamo Bay, punishing them for nothing. They haven't even committed crimes. He's not just sending away brown people. They are picking up black people. But Donald Trump, what about the Europeans that are here that are not American citizens? When your wife came here, she was not an American citizen. She was here illegally for a while. Elon Musk was here illegally. Why not haven't they been sent to Guantanamo Bay? Why? Why? Because Elon is a white South African? Exactly. That's exactly what it is. He doesn't have problems with people that's his complexion. He have problem with people that's my complexion, the black and brown. And we're tired of you, Donnie. I pray to God they impeach you quickly, swiftly, because you and Elon are committing, y'all are breaking laws daily, every day. Danny, you are a known criminal. Elon, you are a criminal too. It just needs to be exposed more. Elon thinks he's in South Africa where his ancestors and family had apartheid. And they want to bring that BS into our country. You don't run this country, Elon. Just because y'all are rich billionaires, you think you just can come to this country and tear it down? We do not work for Donald Trump, America. Donald Trump works for us. You hired him. And because you hired him, you're going to help us get rid of him. That's right. You hired this monster in the White House. Now we got two monsters, actually three stooges. Donald Trump, jdvance, and Elon Musk. Every day this country is falling under Donald Trump. This is Life Under Trump, part 79. I'm disappointed in the people that voted for him. You're causing this country to fall to its knees, and the Statue of Liberty is crying right now. There is no liberty right now. There's downfall in America. And it's only out to hurt Black and brown people. Only. What about these illegal immigrants from Europe and Russia? Because they're here. I saw them crossing over the waters when the brown people was crossing over. But Donald Trump has not removed them. Their skin is white, but not as pretty as mine because I'm 51 and I don't wrinkle. This is a damn shame what's going on in America. This is an atrocity to the world. The world is laughing at America. And it's so embarrassing. And it's so embarrassing that Donald Trump is so naive and flattered by Putin that don't give a damn about him. Putin knows Donald Trump is an old fool. Donald Trump has no experience, no matter that he was in office in 2016. And all he did the entire time he was there was destroy, but conquered for his pockets, in his buddies' pockets, helping Putin the whole time. Part of the KGB. And y'all voted this man into the office. Donald Trump has been down with Russia for many years. He got bailed out when he lost all his money of his father's. And what about your secret relationship, Donnie? Remember the older guy that would take you around? Y'all get tailor suits made together? Steve Bannon is not for Black people neither. So Black people don't listen to him. It's all a setup. When they had that event last week for Black History, that was not for you Black people. Donald Trump trying to get this third term. They are working on it now because it's part of Project 2025. This has been in the process of succeeding before Donald Trump had his first term. That's how long Project 2025 has been being worked on, with jdvance being the forward him. So all those years he pretended he didn't like Donald Trump, it was fake. Faking a Donald Trump's tan, faking a Donald Trump's hair, faking a Elon Musk's hair plugs, because that's not his hair. They're hair plugs. Elon was an alien. They fixed him up. He's still an ugly alien. America better wake up real quick, because for some reason, the people that fall under Trump, they are the most gullible people. And like he said, he loved the non-educated, the low-educated people, low vibrational. Donald Trump said he loves y'all. You know why he says that? Because you're fools for him, and he knows it, and he marvels in it. He loved the fact that y'all are dumb. I'm just going to say it, dumb. And you want to know who DEI is? All the people he have put in the White House right now. And they Nepo babies too. Because the definition of DEI, it wouldn't be Jasmine Crockett. Her education blow their top off. And it definitely would not be Queen President Kamala Harris. It wouldn't be. Donald Trump is mad with black people because they have their education. All those years of y'all being ahead of us, you had 400 years ahead of us. You should be in a better position. I'm not even rich, and I'm doing better than you. I grew up an effed up childhood, pretty much starting at the bottom under a shoe. And I end up better than a lot of y'all. How? I raised a daughter by myself and paid my way to go to college. I got proof that anything I'm talking about. I didn't get any government money to go to school. I paid my way because I believed in me and God showed me I could do it. So when you're talking about DEI, stick it up your ASS. How about that? Because that does not apply to most black people. Because there's white people on more food stamps and welfare than anybody. And right now, Elon Musk is the biggest welfare queen ever. He became a billionaire out for our tax dollars. And y'all accepting it because you low IQ. Most people that have some kind of education, they not lying down and taking it. Now, I will say some black men, they got great education because they low self-esteem and never was liked through school and couldn't get the prettiest girls. They bow down to a man like Donald Trump because they see themselves in Donald Trump. Even the white men, they've never been so attractive. That's why Donald Trump and Elon get along, because they both are two men that never been attractive. But to get the women, they had to have that money. To get the power, they had to have that money because they knew their looks wouldn't get them anywhere. So you white men in my chat, they're coming here every day trying to tussle with this beautiful black woman. We know when you was in school, you got bullied a lot and you couldn't get the girl you wanted because you didn't have the looks and you had nothing. So you was determined to get grown and get that good paying job or start this amazing business and did whatever you got to do like Elon, was it the knee pads or not, to get to what you want. Now you can finally get a woman, but your true desire always been with a man. So you put them knee pads back on to climb up high like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Don't mistake it. Bottom and the top don't matter with them two. I'm going to reclaim my time so we can get this party started, right? And get right to it, what I come here for. You better get pissed too. Yes, I'm pissed. And I don't care what you call me in that chat, because every day I wake up, I'm the same every day. A beautiful black woman. Whether I got flaws on my skin or not, I come on here with no makeup on, just my eyebrows filled in and my lipstick. I don't care about that. Some days I may come in here and I have my because I'm having hormone acne. I may have my cream on my face. Today I ain't do it. I don't care about that. Whatever. You see the spots or not, I don't give them. Because I come here for a purpose, because I have a purpose. Do you know what purpose is, MAGA? No, because all you do is lay down and take it. You let Donald Trump treat you like you nothing, and you beg him for more abuse.
Some strong word.
Hold on.
Fresh off his win in the German elections, the likely Friedrich Merz has some strong words for Donald Trump and for
some reason it's skipping. Hold on, guys. Just a moment.
He said,
hold on.
Europe needs to declare independence from the.
Hey everyone,
fresh off his win in the German elections, the
some reason that is freezing. I'm just going to move to the next thing. I don't know why it's freezing. Thank y'all for your patience. So I'm going to show y'all a video of Elon Musk forgets his 4-year-old son. He just walks down those stairs and leave his son up there. Yes. And this is your president. Hold on, babies. Hold on, my loves.
This poor child. My God. This poor child. My God. This poor child. My God.
And this who y'all voted for.
My God.
He walks right off and forget his son.
This poor child. My God.
Him and Donald Trump are so similar in so many ways. I'm going to show this to y'all again. Trust me. Donald Trump, a man, married 3 times, 3 different baby mamas. Yeah. Black men not even doing that anymore, but the white men are doing it. Yeah. 3 baby mamas, a bunch of kids, each wife. Yeah. Elon has 12 or 13 children. And you see how he treats his son? That's how he treating American people, because he don't care about you. He doesn't care. And that's supposed to be his shield that he would take around with him to keep people from putting their feet on his neck. He would use X as his shield. And we're going to talk about this right quick. Former Soviet intelligence officers claim Donald Trump was recruited by the KGB in 1987. Donald Trump, that documentary I showed y'all, that the feds have been watching Donald Trump for many years. So I'm going to read this to you again. Former Soviet intelligence officer claims Donald Trump was recruited by the KGB in 1987. He's been down with the Soviet Union for a while, because I showed y'all the film when he was trying to get a Trump Tower built there and they did not allow it. They didn't care who he was. They're not going to let him make money on their backs. And I want to share something with y'all that's positive, okay? Hold on, I'm going to show you something positive. And I like to come on here with positive messages, okay? So look at this. I'm going to read this to you because we all need uplifting. If you carry one thing with you today, let it be this: you are amazing, strong, brave, wonderful, kind, loved, worthy, and there is no one like you. That is your blessing. That is your gift from God. No one like you. You are unique and loved. I love you. I'm going to show you this again with Elon and his son. He just went a little business and left that baby. The little boy is still stuck on that stairwell. And that's how he's treating America right now. He don't care about you. He don't care about Donald Trump. He doesn't care about jdvance. He does not care about this country. Uh-oh.
We didn't ask for this. We don't want to be here. We didn't ask for this.
That's how the people in the United States feel right now.
We don't want to be here.
The USA feel that way right now.
This. We don't want to be here. We didn't ask for this. We don't want to be here.
Because if you recall in them town hall meetings that I showed y'all, those people was like, we didn't vote for him. They didn't vote for Elon Musk. And they also said they didn't vote for a king. And who they talking about? Donald Trump.
Officially done with our Tesla, and we're going to go sell it today. We're getting 2 different quotes, so come with me, Trouble Bessie, because it's going to get interesting. Here she is in all her glory, and we owe about $27,000.
Tesla's not worth that price anymore.
CarMax.
They're trash.
Nobody panic. So this was the offer that I came back with. Okay. That's definitely no. That was by far the worst offer we got. They only offered us $21,000. That was horrible. We're at We Buy Any Car. Not very hopeful, but we will see. They said they need to check the engine for.
Everybody trying to get rid of their Teslas.
Like, no, it's electric, babe.
No one wants those Tesla cars anymore.
They're looking at like highest 23,000. Yeah, not looking great. It's looking like 23.7, which means we're about to owe $4,000 when we hand over the keys. And when we were walking out, another Tesla came up to get another quote. But let's hope CarMax has a better price. Well, that's depressing, I guess.
The reason I'm showing this video is to show y'all that people are sick of these. I was about to call him Elon Musty. No one wants those cars anymore. People are trying to get rid of their vehicles. People not buying them anymore. And today, if you try to sell one, you're going to get less than what it's worth. And this is at a Tesla dealership. They are protesting Tesla. People not laying down taking this. They expected, because Donald Trump thought he had such a stronghold on those Republicans. He still got a stronghold on the ones that in the cult, the MAGA cult. He has a stronghold on them, but some of them have waken up. As I showed y'all in other videos, a lot of those people have waken up and they have left MAGA. So you see at the dealership, they're protesting. And you saw they had the DOGE signs up protesting against DOGE too. And they saying tax the MF rich. Donald Trump won't tax the rich, baby. No, he giving them tax breaks and giving them back money while the poor has to pay back money. That doesn't make sense at all.
The richest country in the world. We were at our richest from 1870 to 1913.
Do you know what happened from 1870 to 1913? It was the Gilded Age. We weren't the richest country. A few white men were really rich while the rest of the country was suffering. Kind of like how it is now. That's when Trump thinks America was great. If you look closely, that's what DOGE is all about. Not fighting corruption, but helping the wealthy get wealthier. How do we know? Well, they're identifying cuts in the first place to make way for another round of giant tax cuts for the rich and corporations that'll add trillions to the deficit. 50% of the cost of extending Trump's 2017 tax law would help the top 5%. But we can also look at Musk's first targets, like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which writes rules to help customers and has saved Americans nearly $20 billion since 2011. Wealthy business owners don't like that it makes it harder for them to rip us off. DOGE also targeted the Environmental Protection Agency, which helps protect human health and the environment. But big companies have been railing against it for decades because it enforces regulations that hold them back from making more money. So what hasn't DOGE targeted yet? The Department of Defense, which accounts for half of all discretionary spending in the US, more than the next 9 countries combined. It's also where Musk has had $22 billion in SpaceX contracts, which haven't been cut. And while DOGE says they're looking to cut 8% of the DoD's budget, which would be around $73 billion, the GOP's budget proposal includes a $150 billion increase in defense spending. Republicans are acting like DOGE is about weeding out corruption. But if that were true, why would the first agencies they target be the ones that monitor corruption and hold businesses accountable?
We were the richest country in the world. We were at our richest from 1870.
When are y'all gonna get mad and fight back? When? When? You're gonna keep lying down, taking it with no Vaseline? Which some of them will like it. MAGA, they freaks. They will like it. No Teslas are accepted in Canada. Teslas are not accepted in Canada anymore. You cannot enter Canada in a Tesla. Teslas are not allowed in Canada anymore. It needs to happen here. We need to get angrier, radical, and fight back. Don't lay down and take it. You're weak if you lay down and take it.
who are going to finally take the gloves off and fight back. Well, if you haven't heard about her yet, let me introduce you to Arizona's Attorney General Chris Mays. We just had her on the Midas Touch podcast, and she did not mince words. And it's not only words that she's putting forward. She's also putting forward actions, suing the Trump administration and holding him accountable. Watch this clip. Oh, and by the way, if you like this, remember to listen to the full interview on the Midas Touch podcast. It's available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Check this out.
It's almost all of these cases we have gotten a TRO to stop him, and essentially what's going on, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. You know, this is a coup. This is a coup by Donald Trump against our Constitution, against our way of governing ourselves, because they are violating over and over and over again not only the separation of powers, but also violating the court orders that we are getting. We have multiple federal judges who are saying to Donald Trump and Elon Musk, stop this now, and yet we believe they're violating.
You know, I know we've been looking for politicians who are going to finally take the gloves off and fight back. Well, if you haven't heard about her yet, let me introduce you to Arizona's Attorney General.
Finally, somebody fighting back. Arizona Attorney General, she's fighting back. She's brave. And I noticed only the women fighting back. The men are scared, shaking in their boots. Women are stronger. That's why we needed a female president. Because these men, give them a tampon, please. Also, ever since Donald Trump has gotten into office, which he has started preparing before because it's part of Project 2025. People, water bills are higher, electrical bills. For example, here in Georgia, I'll show you. I live here in Georgia, and my electrical bill was $500 some. Very disturbed. Georgia Power customers seeing higher bills as parent company reports $400 million profit increase. These rich people are draining us. They're not going to be happy until we're in the poorhouse. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I rebuke anything that MAGA puts in my chat in your name, Heavenly Father. I rebuke them right now. And y'all want to talk about DEI. Well, what about the DUI hire? Huh? The Secretary of Defense. That replaced a qualified black man that did his job and was better at it and more qualified than this jackass. DEI. That's true DEI, but he's a DUI hire. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Conversations amongst friends.
So what do you do for a living?
The Secretary of Defense.
You're the guy that's second in command for our military.
Most lethal military.
Well, we spend enough on it, right?
We have a budget of $850 billion.
Well, I'm sure you'll find ways to spend more.
I think we're going to invest in our defense. We're cutting fat so that we've got more at the tip of the spear.
Cutting spending.
America achieves strength through strength. President Trump isn't dealing with a full set of cards when he's the one that can determine ultimately what cards he holds.
Huh? Do you think that maybe you've had enough to drink?
It's cheap coming from you.
Well, I mean, you're clearly plastered.
Obviously.
You know, I just realized I'm actually not meeting a friend here tonight. I have to go home and wash my hair. It was nice talking to you.
And I got to go powder my nose because I smell Dunny, boy. The smell is terrible. Donald Trump and his flunkies are nothing but mobsters in the White House. Crime mob. Exactly. Yeah. We're being ran by mobsters. This country.
So I heard Elon Musk wants everybody to email this email address and tell them what they've been up to. Oh, was that just for government employees? No. That must be for everybody, right? I mean, it would be a shame if he wasn't able to get access to what all the rest of us are doing, right? So we probably should email it just in case, right? That one right there. So I heard Elon Musk wants everybody to email this email address and tell them what they've been up to. Oh, was that just for government employees? No. That must be for everybody, right? I mean, it would be a shame if he wasn't able to get access to what all the rest of us are doing, right? So we probably should email it just in case, right? That one right there. So I heard Elon Musk.
More Elon and his son. And this is your leader running the country.
When I watched this rocket come down about 3 years ago,
And the U.S. is in the hands of this fool, a man that leaves his son. He can't lead this country, nor can Donald Trump. No. F Tesla.
Off his win in the German elections, the likely new German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has some strong words for Donald Trump and for Europe. He says that Europe needs to declare independence from the United States, that Europe likely has to look to a new defense mechanism other than NATO, leaving the United States out of it. Also, he had some very harsh words for Elon Musk and said that his intervention was no less drastic than what Moscow does. You gotta watch this clip. And by the way, this clip is translated from German into English so that we could all understand it.
The absolute priority from my point of view is that the Europeans communicate and are united among themselves. Currently, the larger part of European politics without Germany. It has, of course, something to do with the election campaign and also now this interim phase. But I am in close communication with many prime ministers, heads of state and government leaders of the European Union. And for me, the absolute priority will be to strengthen Europe as quickly as possible so that we step by step also truly achieve independence from the USA. I would not have believed that I would have to say something like this on a TV program. But at the latest, after last week's statements by Donald Trump, it's clear that the Americans, at least this part of the American government, are largely indifferent to Europe's fate. I am very curious about how we will approach the NATO summit at the end of June. Head towards June, whether we will still be talking about NATO in its current state, or if we need to establish independent European defense capabilities much more quickly. So that has absolute priority for me. And I have absolutely no illusions about what is happening from America. Look at what Mr. Elon Musk has done recently in terms of interventions in the German elections. That is an unprecedented event. So the interventions from Washington were no less dramatic and drastic and ultimately brazen than the interventions we had from Moscow. Still seen. So we are under such massive pressure from two sides that my absolute priority now truly is to establish unity.
Fresh off his win in the German elections,
Y'all, NATO is our allies, but not anymore. The European president says no more. Donald Trump and Elon are so bad off that nobody wants to communicate with the American government. Y'all can thank Elon Musk and Donald Trump for this because we're in trouble. Somebody come and fight our country. We have no allies. Nobody would fight with us. And Donald Trump is kissing the ring to Putin in Russia. Putin would not help us. He doesn't like us. He wants to take this country. And he pretty much has, because he has his stooge, Donald Trump, in office, and Elon Musk. The top and the bottom. Apparently, Donnie like it with no Vaseline.
We have Elon Musk here because we've been watching him slashing programs and shuttering agencies for a month now. And we can finally ask Elon, Why are you doing this?
If the people cannot vote and have their will be decided by their elected representatives in the form of the president and
taking
the
your
Senate and the
vote,
House, then we don't live in a democracy. We live in a bureaucracy. So it's incredibly important that the president, the House, and the Senate decide what happens, as opposed to a large unelected bureaucracy.
Wow. What? Wow. I mean, you see why this guy's a genius. You don't want an unelected bureaucrat running the country. It makes a lot of sense. No questions here.
we don't want
I do have
Elon.
one question, though. Isn't that you?
Yeah.
I mean, am I going crazy? Because it feels like I'm watching Drake sing Not Like Us at karaoke. Does he not know? Good that we have Elon Musk here, because we've been watching him slap.
Make him go away, Lord. Please, Heavenly Father, send him away. Send thee away quickly. Let them take naps, please. Your way, Lord. I'm going to keep showing y'all this so you can see what they'll do to this country.
As citizens will need a visa to enter Mexico. It is being reported that Claudia Sheinbaum, in a powerful move, will now require anybody coming from America to Mexico to get a visa. This is completely unprecedented. This isn't just policy. This is a leader standing firm, showing the world that Mexico is no longer bending to external pressure. It's a statement, a declaration that the days of one-sided border policy are over. For decades, Mexico has been expected to accommodate. But now Sheinbaum is demanding respect, protecting her nation and proving that leadership knows no gender, only strength. More Mexico President Claudia Sheinbaum is threatening to sue Google right now over Google's decision to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America on its Google map. Mexico's president today is now urging Google to reconsider its decision to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. She said that if necessary, Mexico will sue Google in U.S. courts should Google not change its decision. As always, comment below your thoughts, spread the word and follow along to stay up to date.
Not only they're being sued, your person in the Oval Office has so many lawsuits stacked up against him, and he only been in office, what, 1 month and some days? But I want y'all to take in consideration. Remember, Hitler, it only took him 58 days to become a dictator. Donald Trump anticipates on becoming a dictator, which he already is one, but becoming like Hitler 2.0, less than 58 days. So, us lipstick bandit, red lipstick bandits, us red lipstick people that's resisting, we're going to keep resisting. Put on your red lipstick and join us. Fight back. Do what you can to help keep this country, because we got to get rid of Elon Musk and Donald Trump and jdvance, the one that wrote the forwarding for Project 2025. The Three Stooges. How about that?
Liberals would understand what Elon is doing more if they followed the money like they were following the science. Okay, let's follow the money then. Let's look at this DOGE tweet where they claim to have saved $2.2 million by canceling a Health and Human Services contract. The documents that he screenshots and posts on his website and on his Twitter account are from this. But just in case that database is wrong, I also like to check the USA Spending website. So here's that contract that he was talking about. It's worth $2.2 million, but we've already outlaid $1.3 million, meaning that we already sent and paid $1.3 million worth of this contract. And the total obligated amount is what we are legally required to pay. So Elon Musk changing the status of the document does nothing. He saved us no money with this. Let's take a look at this contract that he supposedly canceled and saved us $8.2 million with. Here you can see we've already paid $3.4 million and we're obligated to pay the rest. So yet again, no savings. Here's one from the DOGE website where it claims to save us $20 million. You can see that it was terminated, but it was terminated in October 2024. And that was during the
That's
Biden
under
administration. So
Biden.
are you guys going to thank him for those savings? I also noticed that DOGE posted this to their website, which claims $8 billion in savings, except the actual contract is only $8 million. And when they were called out for it, DOGE replied by saying, we've only ever used the $8 million in our calculations. And that sounds great, except it's also wrong because we're already obligated to pay $4 million towards this contract. This one claims $34 million, except it's not a regular contract and it's actually an indefinite delivery vehicle. This one has a ceiling of $44 million and we've already spent $1.2 million and we're obligated to pay up to $37.1 million. But Elon's website would have you believe that we're saving $34 million of this contract. But that's what happens when you have a random rich guy and a bunch of teenagers doing an audit. Here's a good one, $230 million in savings from the DOGE website. Except this has not been canceled. $170 million, also not canceled. This one claims $1 million. Except not only is their contract amount wrong, but we've also already paid $5 million and we're obligated to pay the rest. Those examples should prove to you that Elon Musk and DOGE are not doing what they are telling you that they're doing. His website is not transparent, it's false information. But all these Trump supporters are going to keep slobbing his knob anyway because his website says that he saved us $55 billion.
That's called cooking the books. Bookies. The mob. Crime mob. One moment. This was sent to me from my loving, caring moderator, Tia. So I'm going to show y'all this. And it's revealing the lies of Elon Musk, okay?
A really interesting report out of CNN interviews anonymously, as you can see there on screen, government workers who work within an office that Elon recently turned his sights on. So now Elon is overseeing these workers and making these big claims about what it is that they're doing and why it's justified to completely uproot the system, as has been the justification with everything. But I want to play this for you, show you the full segment, and then respond, because I think there's a really important takeaway about what we're going to be seeing, not just on this issue, but on so many, as Elon desperately tries to dig up justifications for the dismantling of different agencies and different programs. And there's a similar playbook. And that's what I want to go through after watching this, because we're about to see it with Social Security. But first, this is on the people who manage, I should say, federal retirements. If you appreciate this show, please do make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe to Luke Beasley,
by hand
please,
in an old
on
limestone
YouTube.
mine in Pennsylvania. Now that's true, but workers there say while the system is far from perfect, some of Musk's claims are not accurate. CNN's Gabe Cohen has this story.
Commercial, wait 1 minute, and it'll be going off soon, okay? Thank y'all for coming to my live. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every last one of you beautiful kings and queens.
Beneath the rolling hills of western Pennsylvania, really is just off some rural road, an old limestone mine houses one of the most remote and secure government offices. You can see the entrance. It looks like that's about as far as you can get before you have to go through security. Nearly 700 civil servants here process almost every retirement from the federal workforce. We're here in Butler County because of recent comments that Elon Musk made about this facility and about the people who work here, comments that have really rocked this rural area.
There's a limestone mine where we store all the retirement paperwork.
From the Oval Office last week, Musk criticized the operation as
Every
one that
time Elon and Trump move their mouth, they're lying.
Time warp. And the elevator breaks down sometimes, and then nobody can retire. You could do practically anything else, and you would add to the goods and services of the United States in a more useful way.
Is this the freaking Flintstones?
Those comments got a lot of pickup.
Musk wants to rescue these government gremlins from working underground. Does President Trump promise we're going to shut this cave down?
Yes, he does.
The federal workers here are on edge. They got a memo warning them not to talk
More
to
jobs are
you ready?
lost.
Yep. Okay. How you feeling?
He's supposed to be bringing jobs to this country.
And
They're
yet, 5
gone.
of them and a former supervisor sat down with us because they say many of Musk's claims were false. We're masking their face and changing their voice because they're scared of retaliation.
Everybody's kind of been silent.
Before playing some of these interviews, think about that, just that by itself. The necessity to hide the identity, to make secret the identity of people who are just wanting to fact check what it is that the new co-president king dude, tech bro, is doing. They're just trying to add factual information to the claims that he's been making, and they feel so scared because we have seen that aggressive actions are being proclaimed to be the response to any leaks to the press, to any attempt to get just, it's not even anything private or crazy info about Elon, but to get the truth out about claims that he's making. It's dark time.
Silence at this point. We all need these jobs.
Tell me about that elevator.
And the elevator breaks down and then sometimes, and then nobody can retire.
There's no elevator at all. You walk down into the mine, it looks like any other office building.
The most number of people that could retire possibly in a month is 10,000.
I'm not sure where that number came from.
There's no limit.
There's no limit.
All the retirement paperwork is manual.
That is not true. It's not.
So then they'll get into part 2 of this, but think about that. As you go through what it was that Elon was saying, there is an elevator, and if the elevator breaks down, then everyone has to cease operations. Oh, there's actually no elevator. Whoops. Or they only have this limit of retirements they can process, or all the different things he was saying. The details he'll use to build a narrative are just built on false premises, on lies. And it's either he knows way less than he's letting on, which is concerning given the big, bold decisions he's making, apparently with very little information, or he knows he's being dishonest, but he thinks it builds a better story. And then
He knows he's being dishonest. That's who Elon is. Donald Trump and Elon are the same person. They know they are dishonest people, but they're counting on the American people not knowing. And that's what works in their favor. And Donald Trump said he was going to bring more jobs to this country. But as you have noticed, every day that he has been in office, people have been laid off. That's not bringing more jobs to the USA. There are people that have been laid off in thousands of people, not 1 or 2 or 100. Thousands of people have been laid off. And he promised you he was going to bring more jobs. He has not. You witness, listen to the people. You heard Elon. He lies to get things done. Every time him and Donald Trump are moving their lips, they're lying. Hey, King LaSwan, how you doing, baby? More Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Just a moment, okay? And I love this one. Somebody trolled the F out of them. Just a moment. I love this.
So Trump and Elon were just trolled at the Department of Housing and Urban Development. So today was their mandatory return to office day, and when employees arrived, they saw this video playing on loop on all the screens. This was playing over and over and over again. I'm not making this up. This is real. It's unclear if this was a hack or a rogue employee or someone just figured out how to get into the Apple TV, but what a hilarious form of resistance to see this morning. For more
Let's
news
watch
and
this
updates, remember
again.
to follow our account now and add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple and Spotify. So Trump and Elon were just trolled at the Department of Housing and Urban Development. So today was their mandatory return to office day, and when employees arrived, they saw this video playing on loop on all the screens. This was playing over and over and over again. I'm not making this up. This is real. It's unclear if this was.
It makes me think about Beyonce's song, 1 + 1 = 2. I don't know much about guns, but I've been shot by you. Hey, that's what it made me think about, because the way he was licking on those feet is me and you. That's what it made me think about. Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Ooh, who y'all think is the top or the bottom? That is definitely the bottom, because that big old stomach can't get on top of Elon. Well, Elon has a stomach too. Yeah, I forgot. Hold on. So as you all know, Trump's approval is dropping. His own MAGA people are highly upset with him. The MAGA Republicans, the women are strongly speaking out because the men are cowards. Men, when are y'all gonna fight back for us? Because women, we're not afraid, and it's letting it be said, we're stronger than you. Come on, step up to the plate. So Trump's approval ratings go south fast. Trump support crossed the Rubicon this week, flipping from net positive to net negative as his honeymoon came to an abrupt end. His ratings have plummeted so fast, and I'm dancing and parading in it, honey. I'm celebrating the downfall of Donald Trump. This is Life Under Trump, Part 79. Thank you, Jesus. Congratulations to Tia. She has been a member 4 months. Thank you, Tia. If you'd like to be a member, become one today. I have so much that you can get that other people can't get. You get it first, baby. Yes, you do. Become a member to my channel. I thank you and I appreciate all of you beautiful kings and queens. Let's celebrate Queen Tia. Thank you, Queen Tia. I love you, girl. One moment. As you all know, Letitia James, this queen right here that Donald Trump fears so much. He fears her. But anyway, breaking news. New York Attorney General Letitia James has won her federal lawsuit against Elon Musk, blocking DOGE from accessing America's private data. But that's the thing, Letitia. I love you, girl, but they already accessed it. They already got our personal data. But thank you, Queen. The Republicans hate Zelensky for not surrendering to Putin like they did. That's where the problem lies, with them not liking Zelensky. And he will not bow down to Donald Trump as well. He puts up a fight, and I like a fighter. Hold on.
The numbers. We can't do that and land on the 1,000 footers. Well, that's what a short approach is. I'm sorry, I guess I should. We need to come up with something different because in order to complete a commercial check ride, we've got to do what's called a power off 180. Pull the power of beam where you want to touch down and have to land on that point and no more than 200 beyond it. That's fine, but don't ask for a short approach if you're going to do a power off 180. That's my point. Well, okay, I will remember that from now on, no problem. Now, when you ask for a short approach, I expect you to turn your base and beam the numbers. You're the first controller in 15 years that's ever said that. Well, I'm just, if you ask for a short approach is when you turn your base and beam the numbers. But if you're doing something other than a short approach, don't ask for a short approach. Well, I will definitely look up the definition of short approach because I've never seen where it says you turn base and beam the numbers because I don't see how you could possibly do that. Well, I Googled it, actually. I Googled short approach, and it said to turn your base a beam or before the numbers, and you will land probably touchdown around this field.
So, they laid off the people that was over aviation, and now the people that they put in there, they don't know what they're doing. So ever since Donald Trump and Elon Musk have been over aviation. We have had a number, about 87 plane crashes. And if you can see, they want to argue with the pilot. They don't know what they're doing at all. We're in trouble, America.
At this point, most of the world has realized that the United States has become a rogue nation. They are really more aligned with Russia than anybody else. They are really the axis of evil now. I suppose Belarus, the United States as a satellite of Russia and Russia. And so it's no longer a nation ruled by laws. It's just ruled by decrees by Trump, and he's got thugs he sends out, and Elon Musk's security people have been deputized so they can be thugs. They're running around to different government offices and destroying information. They've destroyed the database that contains information about bad cops. So a cop can be in trouble in one jurisdiction, leave that job, go to another jurisdiction, and be horrible again. It's a rogue nation, and Trump's got his nose so far up Putin's ass that it's ridiculous. And really, Trump is probably a KGB agent. We've kind of confirmed that now. It's quite believable. I mean, who's the beneficiary of this? It's Russia, right? Russia is the beneficiary of what Trump's doing. Musk, of course, is a friend of Vladimir Putin. He probably hacked the election. It's just reasonable to assume. They've joked about it. They've talked about it. Well, they've joked about other things that they've done too. Threatened people, like Musk has threatened people who maybe did something wrong in the election. Well, he's the one who was doing it, and that's sort of the pot calling the kettle black, or trying to distract. I'm the one who's actually doing it, basically, instead of. You're not going to call me into question because I'm pointing the finger already at other people. And the United States is out of NATO now, right? It's effectively out of NATO. I know they think that they're going to stop Ukraine from joining NATO. Europe and the rest of the world is still going to work with Ukraine and help Ukraine, and Ukraine's still going to end up being part of NATO. But the states is no longer an active member of NATO. Nobody's going to share any information with the states these days. We know where it's going. The high-level officers in the United States Army are being fired, and the expectation is that everybody's going to have to swear an oath to Trump soon, no longer to the Constitution. And so, that's sort of the state that we're in. And of course, Trump is doing everything to deport anybody who's not white. And they've opened up the door for angry, disaffected white South Africans to come to the United States. So they're trying to create the white Nazi state that they dream of. Basically, these are two guys, Trump and Musk, who look at the Nazis and say they failed, and we're going to do what they didn't do. And if you think that's not the way that it's going, look around, because it's very clear. It's very clear at this point. When you're inviting, claiming that South Africa is oppressing people, and you're inviting white South Africans to come to the States, and you're doing your best to deport everybody else. So if you're not white in the United States, you're facing persecution pretty quickly and marginalization. And it's going to be a situation where I suspect he's going to try and jail as many black men as he can, because then they can force them into working. This is a dark, dark period. And, if you're in the United States, you have to be pushing back. The rest of the world has figured it out, right? We can see what's happening. We can see what's going on there. And it's very clear. We understand the history, because in the rest of the world, we're educated about it. It's a sad situation for people in the United States. If you're in the United States and you're just sitting idly by and you're not doing anything, well, I got to tell you, you're complicit. You're complicit. This is the worst rapid decline that you could possibly imagine of a great nation, and it breaks my heart. And I hate to see it, because I love the United States, and I've had so many people I care about who live there, and it's been generally, in many respects, a force for good over the years. But now it's been completely hijacked. It is a hostile government takeover by a foreign entity, and the foreign entity is Russia. They succeeded.
Russia has succeeded. Right now, South Africans, the white South Africans, have told Elon Musk to kiss them where the sun don't shine, and that's my behind. Kiss it. Because I would not bow down and kiss nobody's ring. No, nobody's ring. Nobody. The white South Africans said they wouldn't come here if you paid them. They had town hall meetings. They don't like Elon. They do not want him to ever come back to South Africa. That's a fact. I'm going to read some of y'all comments and we're going to get out of here. King Philip says, good. Lulu said Elon is the richest man in the world. He's one of them, but he's not the richest. Andy King says, good, we're full anyway. Shala says, I care what America thinks and we love Elon. If you love Elon, I pray for your soul because you worshiping Satan, baby. Yes, you are. Yeah. Okay. Adam Price says, tell us how great Biden doing again. Oh, he's doing very well. But he don't have you nasty people breathing down his back, making up lies on him, trying to make him out to be what Donald Trump is, okay? Lonnie Pope says, just another Democrat. Yes, I am. I'm a beautiful Democrat. How old is your wife? How old is your girlfriend, your boyfriend? I'm 51, sitting here with no wrinkles, no Botox, no fillers. A beautiful Democrat. From head to toe, everything authentic. Nothing is preservative, baby. Now sit in my chair and enjoy my beauty while you can before you get blocked. King Smoke B, God says, we love everyone. God bless. Yes, we love everyone. God bless. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for coming to my live. You don't have to bow down to a fascist. If you do, that's your choice. That shows you're weak. Strong people don't bow down and kiss the ring. I'm a very strong person. I will not bow down and kiss anybody's ring. I would never. I would not bow down to people that wear hair plugs. I would never. I would not bow down to anyone running around here wearing orange makeup looking like a clown. I would not bow down to anyone wearing a pissy depends and poops on himself in public and get laughed at in France by high level status people. I would not bow down to a man who take it with no Vaseline from Elon Musk. And you shouldn't either. I would not bow down to a man that stole the election, admitted it was rigged. I would not bow down to a man that said Elon Musk know those voting machines real well, really good. I would not bow down to a man that's a hood booger, 3 different wives, 3 different baby mamas. No. I would not bow down to a man that got 13 kids and has a secret child, and the woman is suing him right now. I would not bow down to a man that has Twitter fingers out through the night, typing up nonsense. I would not bow down to a man that his baby mamas have to try to contact him through Twitter, and he refused to respond. They're begging him because his child needs his attention badly. I would not bow down to a man, his wife would not let him touch her for candy. I would not bow down to a man that like LL Laura Loomer to do the footsie with him. I would not bow down to a man that talks shit about President Barack Obama, but sit beside him at President Jimmy Carter's memorial and talk to him as if he's never said any shit wrong about President Obama. Donald Trump is the fakest, slimy, grimiest person on this earth. Him and Elon Musk. I would not bow down and kiss the rings of slob and glime and shit. A pile of shit. I would not bow down to them. I would never bow down to the 3 stooges, Elon Musk, Donny Boy, and jdvance. And neither should you. But you're weak, and you will. Because you wasn't raised right. You was not raised with a backbone. You don't have the strong backbone of an African. You're weak. And when you get a backbone, then you step up and then you come to me in my chat. But until then, stop putting bullshit in my chat. You weak motherfuckers. Tap out on that. I drink to it. I will see y'all tomorrow, and may God bless you. Say your prayers tonight and pray that when you wake up in the morning, the three stooges are gone. Poof, be gone. God bless you, and I love you all. Bye.